How's it going, everyone? We are getting deeper and deeper into August, and this is where the momentum is gonna start picking up when it comes to these big game releases. It's not a stacked week this week, but you can definitely see that there's some titles coming out this week that I think a lot of you guys will be interested in, and as we go into next week, the week after that, yeah, prepare the wallets, my friends, because it's gonna be a tumultuous time. A great time if you're into video games, but nonetheless, a tumultuous time for your finances, so be mindful of that. But got a lot of games coming out this week. We got a major RPG, we have a free-to-play title, we have another RPG that looks pretty cool. We'll go over all of that, so let's get right into it, and let's start things off with the biggest game release of the week, I would say, and that is Atlas Fallen. Coming from Deck 13 and Focus Entertainment, Atlas Fallen is a brand new action RPG that has a very unique style. Rise from the dust and glide the sands of a timeless land filled with ancient dangers, mysteries, and fragments of the past. Hunt legendary monsters with powerful sand-infused weapons and abilities in spectacular, super-powered combat. The game seems to have a lot of depth to its combat, and that is the element in the game that seems to be drawing the most people in. The story, the world, it's interesting based on what we've seen thus far, but the combat seems to have quite a lot of depth, and the actual abilities you can utilize throughout the combat, those look fascinating. Target and gather essence of your enemies to shape your own custom playstyle, forging a new era for humanity and a fully cooperative or solo story campaign. So if you have a buddy that's picking up Atlas Fallen, you guys can go through the game cooperatively, and that's going to add another layer to the combat if you do want to go that route. Obviously, the entirety of the game can be played solo as well. Rise from the dust and unleash the storm. Master the sands to explore a unique fantasy world teeming with secrets, locales, and dangers. Hunt legendary creatures alone or with a friend in heroic superpowered combat. Unleash your power to create deadly shape-shifting weapons and rise as the ultimate champion with unique custom skills and abilities. Atlas Fallen is scheduled for a release on August the 10th. Next up, a major free-to-play RPG release, we have Tower of Fantasy, finally headed on over to PlayStation 4 and 5. This has been long anticipated for a release on consoles, and that is finally coming. Tower of Fantasy has you embark together on your fantasy adventure set hundreds of years in the future on the distant planet of Ida. The shared open-world RPG, anime-infused sci-fi adventure Tower of Fantasy is now coming to PlayStation 4 and 5. Now, obviously, games like this, while being free-to-play, you can get very knee-deep into the microtransaction element, so be, cognizant of that. Maybe not spend your entire life's earnings on it. In Tower of Fantasy, dwindling resources and a lack of energy have forced mankind to leave Earth and migrate to Ida, a lush and habitable alien world. There, they'd observed the continent of Mara and discovered an unknown but powerful energy called Omnium contained in it. They built the Omnium Tower to capture Mara, but due to its influence of Omnium radiation, a catastrophic disaster occurred on their new homeland. You've got an immersive open-world experience, a vast alien world full of beautiful open vistas and imposing futuristic structures. Unique characters wield the unique weapons of each character that grant different gameplay styles as you explore their compelling backstories and grow and explore together, party up with friends online, and take on new adventures in a shared open world. Tower of Fantasy is headed to PS4 and 5 on August the 8th. Next up, another quirky RPG release. This one definitely different than Atlas Fallen and Tower of Fantasy. We have Wrestle Quest, tag team with Destiny. Pro wrestling and RPG fantasies collide in the ultimate pixel-powered adventure. Macho Man Randy Savage and tons of other icons offer guidance as you powerbomb your way to glory beyond the ring. Upgrade from aspiring rookie to world champion by training, learning, glamming, and slamming to the top of the pro wrestling food chain. Draw inspiration from wrestling icons like Jake the Snake Roberts, Macho Man Randy Savage, and even Andre the Giant. Explore worlds based on their lofty careers. Classic RPG combat meets wrestling moves, match styles, and gimmicks galore. Wild realms, exotic monsters, action figure fighters, and spandex allies await as this fantasy goes beyond the ring. And choose your move styles, taunts, and even your entrance as you learn what it takes to be the cream of the crop in the pro wrestling world of your dreams. Wrestle Quest is headed to PlayStation 4 and 5 on August the 8th. Next up, we have Gord. Gord is a single-player adventure strategy to survive. You must build, but to prevail, you must conquer the darkness beyond the gates. In this dark fantasy world, you must complete quests while managing a populace whose personal stories and well-being decide the fate of your tribe. Lead the people of the Tribe of the Dawn as they venture deep into forbidden lands, complete quests that shape their personalities, impact their well-being, and decide the fate of their community. Ensure the survival of your populace in a grim fantasy world inspired by Slavic folklore. A wide variety of quests is noted. The versatile quests in Gord will have you venturing beyond the walls of your settlement, either to prevent calamity from happening or to address a personal matter of one of your subjects. The scenario's main objectives will guide you in your journey, while side quests and random encounters will dispatch you into the wilderness to hunt down legendary creatures, uncover secrets of the ancients, or vanquish a nasty scourge. Expect the unexpected throughout your playtime in Gord. Custom scenarios with procedural generation set the stage by choosing from a wide range of scenario options and try to emerge victorious. Take it easy or set an impossible challenge. Almost anything can be adjusted. Choose from a variety of primary objectives. Select the level size, the intensity of raids, the environment you'll play in, the types of enemies you'll face, starting resources, and even the severity of weather. Of course, don't forget the horrors throughout either. Gord is scheduled for a release on August the 8th. Next up, we have House Flipper, which is coming to PlayStation 5. House Flipper has been available on PC going back to May of 2018. It's a unique chance to become a one-man renovation crew, buy, repair, and remodel devastated houses, give them a second life, and sell them at a profit. The game has been received fairly well on Steam. While 67 on Metacritic, the Steam reception has been overwhelmingly positive. 1,028 reviews in the last 30 days. 96% of those reviews have in fact been positive. You've got to earn it around here before you purchase your first property. No worries though, luckily there's plenty of work at your fingertips. Take jobs from nearby residents, clean up paint walls, install heaters, showers, and air conditioners, or even furnish their whole property. Once the grateful clients pay you for your solid work, it's time to get your own house. Play your way, grab your hammer. It takes time to take a bit of a rude approach and knock some walls down. Get rid of broken glass shards, litter, and leftover pieces of furniture to prepare the place for a complete makeover. House Flipper is coming to PlayStation 5 on August the 11th. And lastly, we have Legend Bowl. Definitely a bit of a throwback here. Legend Bowl is a throwback to the classic 8-bit and 16-bit football games of the past. Take to the gridiron and fight your way to becoming a football legend. Enjoy sim-style gameplay, realistic weather, detailed stats, franchise mode, tournament mode, fully customizable rosters, and much, much more. The game has had a very solid reception as it's been on PC going back to September of 2021. Very positive reception across the 700 Steam user reviews. 90% of those reviews are positive. Again, you've got an exhibition mode, play an exhibition match with any of the 32 teams in the league. Franchise mode, select your favorite team and play through an infinite number of seasons to see if you can win the Legend Bowl. You've got a tournament mode. Take your team through a bracket-style tournament tree to see if you can become a legendary squad. Training camp mode, customizations, realistic weather, presentation, hybrid arcade and sim-style football action, and much, much more. Obviously, a very retro look here. Some might not be for everyone, but if you're a fan of throwback, something to keep on your radar. Legend Bowl hits PlayStation 5 and 4 on August 9th. And that is going to do it for me. Again, a relatively healthy lineup of games this week. Quite a bit of variety, but if you're an RPG fan, you've got Atlas Fallen, you've got Tower of Fantasy, you've got WrestleQuest as well. Quite a bit of depth on that front and a couple of other titles rounding out the lineup. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.